But.
But.
Is the thing but?
It's B-U-T, so it looks
But?
like butt to us.
Oh, you have a nice but.
Bit. Nice bit.
Have you seen the but on that guy?
What a bit!
I watched you
What a
kick that
bit.
bit.
Such a good bit.
What a great but.
Where we going with this? Where we going with this? Where we going with this?
Go! Now in Spanish. Go!
Lasso.
This is it. This is it, right?
Wait, are there different words for goal in other languages?
Viva la
So
soccer.
you have goal in English, goal which is G-O-L in Spanish, and that's it.
But that
goal.
has, what's the little
But what about like
a little apostrophe over the L? What's
okay,
that called?
German. How do you say goal in German?
Das Goal?
Das Volkswagen Krankenwagen.
No idea.
Crank away ambulance.
How do you know Krankenwagen? I'm saying it wrong.
Sicher.
How do you say goal? I have to look
Ni
this
hao
up.
ma.
So actually,
Shishi.
Tanner, can you look up how to say goal in different languages?
German right now is okay.
Pronounce it.
Okay, here we go. It is.
I don't think that's a German accent.
Kicking goal.
Yes.
Oh, it's not. Hold up.
You have to say it really angry though. You ever notice
I got
how
it.
German, like they say "I love you, honey," and it's like "Das Kragenklugen."
I got it. I got it on my
Yeah.
phone. Here we go.
Ziel.
Tia.
Ziel.
No, you know what that sounds like? It sounds like when you're unimpressed and they're like, "Hey, I just scored," and you're like, "Tia,
Tia.
tia,
Goal.
tia." So today's
Germans are
episode-
very unimpressed with
They really
getting
are.
goals.
Yeah.
Today's episode, we're talking about where are we going with soccer.
Soccer. Let's go, baby.
We got our good friend.
Other people may know it as football.
Football. That's
Football.
probably the right word. 'Cause
I feel like it's so
we're
much
going to get into that. I don't know.
more
Who's
accurate.
making these decisions?
I don't.
But where are we going with soccer? And welcome to the Where Are We Going With This podcast, where we try to imagine the future, and that way if we're wrong, you won't know for
Decades.
a long time.
At least.
But I
Minimum.
think we're right on a lot of things. I think we're
I
right on
mean,
a
I
lot
don't think we've been wrong yet.
of things. I mean, can't prove us wrong yet.
That's it.
I mean, as long as we project things out far enough,
Yeah.
nobody will have time to be like,
No
"Oh, you
one.
were wrong on that."
Yeah.
We can't ever predict something that's like a week away because then we could be wrong
Yeah.
You know.
And we don't want to be wrong.
ever. So just
Ever.
make long predictions. In
Absolutely.
1,000 years, here's what it's gonna look like.
The balls will be round.
Balls will be round, the
They'll
grass
be
will be
rounder
green,
than they are right now.
and instead of saying goal, they'll say
Score.
what was it?
Tio.
You can't even draw that out.
Z-I-E-L is how.
Zeil?
Zeil.
Zeil.
Oh, there's a Z. Is
But
that
it's this is what it is. This is what it is in French.
But.
But? Is the thing but?
It's B-U-T, so it looks
But?
like butt to us. but
Oh,
it's-
you have a nice but.
bit? Nice bit.
Have you seen the but on that guy?
what a bit!
I watched you
What a
kick that
bit.
bit.
Such a good bit.
What a great but.
Nice.
Like boot.
But. So, we have
Today.
Jacob
Jacob,
Klein, the
what's up?
legendary.
Welcome.
He
Thank
is
you for being here.
one of the all-time alumni of the Dad Bots, FC Dad Bots.
Bang,
That's
bang.
our soccer team.
Bang bang.
Shameless plug.
Now, FC, see, here we go. FC stands for Football Club.
Yeah.
See, we
It's
call
not
it what it
SC.
is. It's not soccer. Yeah, that says soccer. United Soccer.
Because it is an American club, but Dadbot is worldwide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
So it's a
global.
football
We're
club.
global.
Yeah. Football.
Yeah, we're global. You can find us
FUT.
on the internet nowhere because we don't have a website. But maybe one day
Yet.
we will. Actually, we should make a
Just like-
Dadbot website.
just for fun.
Just for fun, just to do it.
Maybe we can make it before this episode airs and just link
Crank
it
it
in the
out.
bio.
Yeah.
Where we
But
going
then,
with Dadbot?
but then the web domain's already taken. So I wear my socks. Look at my socks.
Dude, haven't
Jake-
been washed.
Yeah.
Are soccer players like really
Super stitchy?
super
No,
stitchy?
they're just a little stitches. They're not super stitchy.
They're just a little
bit.
stitch.
No, so a lot of soccer players are very superstitious in the way they dress, the way they do their warm up,
Yeah.
the way they play. You know, some soccer players like their socks a certain height because it helps them play better.
Sure.
When it's just absolutely cosmetic.
Yeah.
it means
Can we talk
nothing.
about the haircuts? They have the cleanest looking haircuts.
Most of the time.
It looks like they all get their
nowadays-
haircut before they go on the field.
Like right before.
Yeah, they have the cleanest fades, the taper fades.
They got team barbers probably.
They play once a week on TV, so they just got to get a haircut once a week.
Yeah,
to always stay
just go.
fresh.
They probably got a haircut guy at the stadium.
Probably.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about soccer. We're gonna talk about the future of soccer. Now,
Yeah.
Jacob's on today because he is also our goalie. So,
Yeah.
but you can play everything. Actually, what's your preference?
I'm goalkeeper. I
Goalkeeper's your
played
go-to,
goalkeeper
yeah.
growing up. This is the position that I love to play.
He's a great keeper of the goal, as they
Yeah.
say. The keeper of the goal. Before we get into the future of soccer, I want to talk about the history of soccer. So,
No way.
dude.
Before we go forward, you
What
want to
a
go back?
twist.
Let's do it.
So I learned about what I think this might be one of my favorite things I've learned about in a long time. I did not know this was a thing.
Okay.
So the predecessor to essentially all sports that we play today was something called medieval football.
Ooh.
Or mob football. Now, you look this up, you can go down a deep rabbit hole. It's fascinating. But what people used to do in the 12 and 1300s, and they think that this game evolved from ancient Rome and ancient Greece where they had similar type games. But check this out. So what mob football was is you would have your town would challenge other towns to a game of mob football. And what it was is everyone in your entire town played on your town's team, and the entire other town would come and play you. And you had kind of like a mix between a football and a soccer ball. It was inflated pig blood.
Probably more like
Bladder.
a rugby ball.
Similar, yeah. And it was kind of a mix of every sport because there were no rules except you couldn't murder someone. And
No touching of the face or hair.
and the goal, no, it was just don't murder.
Okay.
And the goals would be miles apart. So like if we had a team of mob football here in Lake Asbury, we would all practice and then we would challenge Green Cove to come here and play us, or we would go there and play them. And when we would all show up, and anybody who, it was no limit to the number of players, and you'd show up in the town and you'd say, okay, typically a doorway was the goal. So we'd be like, okay, the church on this side of town is your goal, and the town hall on this side of town, the doorway is our goal. And it was golden goal. First one to get that pigskin through that door won. And
Any means necessary.
Any means necessary. You could punch, you could knock people out, you could pick people up, you could do everything.
You could throw it, you could kick it, you could launch it out of a tube, whatever.
You could do anything. So, but like,
That's wild.
Imagine like you have game day and you might have 100 people guarding your church door that you're trying to keep people out of. So these games had to be insane. But they, King Edward II he banned them because they were so destructive. Because you can imagine on game day, like your whole town wants to be the champs. And so people are getting beat up, people are getting hurt,
People don't like
properties
losing.
getting destroyed, but the intensity of that had to be so awesome.
Well, you think about on a soccer team, you kind of have like your defense, right? Your midfield, your strikers, your keep. Imagine how many different like groups of people. You had your medical team, you had your offense, your defense, your goal. Like you probably had people out there bringing people water, like on the field.
It had to be like a war, dude. I mean,
straight up.
Strikers definitely have a different way of talking at that point.
yeah. They had strikers.
You're not
but-
striking the ball.
Oh,
you're,
yeah,
you're striking the dude across the
Yeah,
field
you're
from
just
you.
beating
Yeah,
them.
striker was a
So
totally
it was
different.
like rugby, it was like football, it was like soccer. I mean, in a way, it was almost like basketball too, because you're trying to get the ball through a goal, right?
It reminds me of what's the movie probably in the 90s of what are the people who like are huge fans of like a soccer club, a football club, and they like fight against each other and stuff. What was the big movie?
Like the
What are those the hardcore fans of a club?
yeah, and they have like a I think they call it a club too. It's like a supporters club.
We
or
got to look
something.
that up really quick.
Kicking
Yeah.
and screaming with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, it was a little bit before that. It was we got to look it up.
Somebody, Hobie, look that up. So
So Jacob, what's your kind of background in the soccer world?
So
yeah.
currently, I coach U14 soccer. So the age group is the 2012 age group. I coach junior high soccer for Lakeside Junior High.
Okay.
But I also, I coach that age group, and that's kind of where I am in this moment. Getting my coaching licenses and just coaching that. But I played soccer all my life, all through school and high school, into the Sunday league level.
Yeah.
And I've been around soccer my entire life.
Okay.
Do you remember your first time you ever played soccer?
I do. I was 5 years old.
You're like an ankle biter?
I was kicking ankles.
Were you?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, I love getting my ankles kicked. playing
Dude, sometimes
soccer.
you just got to kick. That's why you wear those shin guards. So as a coach, would you say that there's a specific quality you notice in kids that you know are going to be good players? It's not just speed, right? It's not just...
So technique and that kind of stuff is all coachable. It's absolutely, you can learn it.
Yeah.
You can make it better.
You can condition them, make them faster, better
Exactly.
endurance.
What you can't teach and what we look for as coaches is players who are coachable, players who have that want and that drive. You can't teach
The fire.
You can't teach that. You can't teach a fire. You can't teach want. You can't teach like coachability.
Yeah.
That's something that is that intrinsic feeling inside of a player. That's what we look for. If a player listens to us, they're going to end up being better because of they're able to do what we're asking them.
Yeah. And they're
Yeah.
not pushing back against everything that you say.
It's good.
That's good.
It's a great just thing to have as a human being.
Honestly, that
In
carries
life.
over into everything. In life.
Yeah. It really does.
Like even that's what you're looking for in an employee. That's what you're looking for in a friend. That's what you're looking for in everything.
yeah.
You're looking for someone that's going to want to be better.
Yeah.
And want to, and, be willing to do whatever it takes to get to that.
Because if you think you know
Improve.
everything,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you think you know everything, you're never going to learn anything. Because
Absolutely.
you already think you know everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. I looked it up. Green Street Hooligans.
Hooligans. That's what it is.
2005.
Hooligans. Yeah.
And they were called hooligans or firms that would follow each of the clubs, and then they would
and they'd
like
fight the other
fight the other like hooligans or the other firms of the other
firms.
clubs.
That's great.
I think we should bring that back, where we just start
it's probably
beating each
still
other
a
up.
thing, dude.
Bring mob football back.
Dude, mob football, when I read about it, I was like, that sounds like a blast. Except for the getting punched in the face thing.
Dude,
but-
that's kind of like the old game, smear the
Smear
person with the ball
yeah.
that we played
Well,
growing up.
You know what it reminded me of, too, is Capture the Flag. Remember when you were a kid? And Capture the Flag, there was no limit to how many players you had. You could
No, dude.
You could have as many kids come as you want. And
just played on
honestly,
your
the
boys'
game was
teams.
more fun when you had like 30 on 30.
Oh, yeah.
And it was very much like
an
mob
endurance
football
test.
because there's one flag, and if someone gets that flag, everyone's chasing you.
Yep.
It was a war.
It was literally
Straight
like
up
a war.
a war. Straight up war.
So over time, that basically morphed into football, soccer, rugby, all that. I mean,
Yeah.
soccer was kind of the OG, but
yeah, for sure.
it's when we talk about where are we going with soccer, let's think about
The
AI.
World Cup being in the United States. Is that what we want to talk about?
Well, has it been in the United States before?
It has.
but
okay.
it's coming
But-
back.
It's coming
By
back.
2026, the World Cup's in Canada, United States, and Mexico.
Are you going to go
Let's
to any of
go.
them? They're
That is
going to
the
be
plan.
expensive, probably.
The tickets there was already a bunch of backlash with FIFA and the ticket prices.
Are they expensive? Mm-hmm. What are we talking? Like a G?
Yeah, grand.
Oh my god!
But
Is it
But it's also because it's worldwide. People are coming into the country
from everywhere?
from everywhere to watch these teams play.
So how many people qualify for the World Cup? You know that off the top of your head?
32.
32?
So it's 32 teams.
Which is just like the NFL. There's 32 teams.
So yes, 32. So it's based in. You have every continent has a playoff picture. So we in the Americas, it's called CONCACAF, which is
That's a fun word.
Yeah.
CONCACAF.
CONCACAF is like it's so you have North America and South America. So North America is like Central America and
Okay.
the islands like Costa Rica and the Caribbean, that stuff like that.
Right.
The top teams in those groups go qualify for the World Cup. USA, Mexico, and Canada automatically qualified because they're the host country. World Cup host country automatically qualifies. Doesn't matter their position in any rankings.
They
Would
should do
any
that-
of those teams qualified if it was in Africa?
Yes. USA. I think all three of them would have qualified regardless.
Okay.
The problem
so
is
they're
you-
contenders.
It's
Correct.
it's
Okay.
Here's the tricky part, though.
I mean,
You
top
have
32.
Yeah.
You have to have the infrastructure to be able to host the World Cup, though. I mean, you got to have multiple large stadiums with parking. You know what I'm saying? Like any country could.
I mean, I know there's some in
like
there's,
could Iceland ever host it?
I have no idea.
Ice and land.
But there's also it's a bidding process You have to bid
yeah.
to host the World Cup.
You have to probably pay them to
Yeah.
get it.
You put a bid in, and it goes upwards a couple $1 billion.
Trump was like, we're going to make them an offer they can't refuse.
So North America kind of came together and bid probably 10
Trillion.
years ago to get this bid for 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Has the
That's
U.S.
wild.
ever won the World
No.
Cup?
Men's team, no. Women's team has won 4.
Women's. Mia
Will.
Hamm. No, it wasn't her. That was the other girl.
Mia Hamm? That's the basketball player.
No, it's
I'm
not.
just kidding.
She slid on the ground after
Okay.
she scored the goal. That was like
She who shall
late,
not be named.
Late 90s.
late 90s, I think.
So, if you
I forget
had
her
to
name.
guess,
Mia Hamm was on that team though.
Okay, guess how many years it will be until the U.S. wins a World Cup. Your best guess as an expert.
So when we look at that, we have to look at like the academy system because we're behind the 8 ball on everything.
What do you mean by that? Like
So-
player-wise, skill-wise?
Development wise.
Developmental, absolutely.
So we're underdeveloped for our age.
If you look at European countries, like let's look at just the Ajax Academy, which is the top team in the Netherlands.
Uh-huh.
You have them do these basic drills, and they're knocking them out like crazy. You have
At a young age.
Yeah, you have our kids at the same age do that thing, they're falling over their feet.
Yeah.
It's that's where the mentality is. Like soccer in the U.S. needs to grow more before anything kind
So
of.
with that said, you're going to say a big number. What's your best guess?
we're winning this year.
No
Let's go, baby.
Well, I guess you
Let's
have to. You
go.
have to do it that way. You got to just go in.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean you have to, but I
It's
think
in the homeland.
I think at the rate that U.S. soccer is growing, I'd say maybe next 30 years.
That
So,
sounds. That's what I was going to
What is
guess.
that?
Okay.
7 World
in
Cups?
our
That's
in
what
our
I was going to
lifetime.
lifetime.
Yeah, because I feel like
That'd be sick.
I feel like 30 years is far enough out that
The
that it would
the
give us
winners of
time
that
to-
World Cup haven't even been born yet.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't think about that because they're all like 19, 20. What's the average age of those players?
They're probably
It's gotta be
early 20s.
Early
It's
20s.
nowadays the average age of most teams is like early 20s.
Yeah.
That's another question I had. Ronaldo or Messi? Those are the two old guys. But who's better? Who's better now?
Messi.
You think?
Messi, yeah. I think Messi regardless of now or
Oh,
over
ever.
career.
Both in their
is-
Either
prime.
one.
I think both in their prime, Messi is still the best.
Dude, that's wild. Have you ever seen him?
No.
No. Who's
He's hard
like
to see.
what's like the top tier game you've seen live?
So I'm an Arsenal fan. And
Okay.
I watched Arsenal play Chelsea in Orlando.
Dude, that's
Arsenal
dope.
won 4-0.
I like the nil.
That's
nil.
dope.
It's fun to say nil.
Yeah, I feel like it's all the sports that were
Nil.
created in like Europe.
Yeah, they're like,
I'm
"It's
guessing-
nil. It's nil.
Tennis, soccer.
We're gonna
They
tax
say
your
nil.
tea. No, don't they say love? They say
love
love.
is in tennis.
What's
Zero
up
is-
with the
zero is
love?
Oh
Why do they
yeah.
say love?
What else uses
Can you
nil?
look up why they say love? Somebody look up why they say love.
There's what other sports say nil? There's got to be more.
Boxing? No, I don't know.
I don't know.
There's no
I was
zeros in
racist.
boxing.
Table tennis,
Table tennis. No, I think it would take the same rules as just regular tennis.
love. No way they say love.
Okay, I have one
Maybe.
idea I want to
It,
bounce off you guys.
It comes from the French word. I'm not French.
You're not.
Do an impersonation of a French guy.
Leof, which
Leof-
means
leof?
egg, which
Lay?
means egg,
Oh,
Which is like the
zero,
shape
it's
of
like
a
an
zero.
egg. So
A goose egg. So it got created
Leo?
from a joke.
Leo?
Yeah, I guarantee it.
It did.
Like, oh, you put a big
it's
goose
three
egg.
to, it's three to
nil.
goose, three to goose egg,
Love.
and then turned into lure.
That's great.
Lure.
Okay, so one thing, I've never been a big soccer guy. I like sports in general,
Get
so
off.
I kind of like it. But one of the things that always confuses me is how many clubs can these guys play on one time? 16? What's the limit?
Okay, so at one time you play for one club.
Okay.
So it's the same way in like the NFL. You trade teams, but instead of trades, it's these clubs buy these players. So you can play for as many clubs as you want in your career, but you can only play for one club at a time. So you go sign for Orlando City. You can't go play for Miami the next week. You have to be bought or loaned out to that team.
Loaned out.
So
So-
you have a loaning out is the sense of you go play for that team for a certain amount of time, and then come back to the team you were originally on.
Wow.
And you're getting the team that you belong to is getting paid by that other team to like rent you or loan you.
Correct.
That's wild.
So you don't
what
wait, but you get paid too, right?
Yeah,
Or-
absolutely.
okay, so you get it's like a deal.
So what about when like the World Cup comes around? Does all the other soccer in the world stop?
No. So, because of the time frame, so the World Cup's usually in the summer. Most club soccer is out that
Okay.
season, except the MLS, which plays through the summer. But they kind of hold everything for the World Cup because the
Okay.
World Cup's this big thing. But there is during every season is the international break, which is like international friendlies,
Yeah.
where it's like country versus country, but it doesn't mean anything. It's just kind of for ranking in the world.
And in a
scale.
friendly, like it's an unspoken thing, but you don't want to hurt anybody because that's what you're worried about.
That was going to be one of my questions is what is the point of a friendly match?
to keep them game sharp, and because
But without the risk of getting injured. Because,
it's not, it's anything but friendly.
oh, really?
It's just called a friendly because it doesn't mean anything.
Oh, it's just for fun.
Correct.
And
It's
they-
practice games.
Exactly.
basically a practice.
So,
So-
the point is to allow these countries who these players don't play with each other all season.
Yeah.
It gives them a chance to make sure they can play well together
Yeah.
under the country banner.
Well, because soccer has a huge aspect of like the individuals becoming one in like the plays themselves. Like nobody can just you could take a team and just have one really good player, but unless the rest of the team kind of melds around them it's kind of like a one mind kind of thing where you play
Very
with
much a
someone
team
long
sport.
enough. Yeah, and like you kind of just know where you kind of can anticipate what the other players are going to do ahead of time because you played with them for so it
Right.
becomes familiar.
Right.
You know, it kind of rhymes every time.
Right.
You know, like what they do. Well, let's think about the future. What changes do you think is going to happen? Do you think they're ever going to change the rules? That's my first one.
Are they ever going to get rid
You
of
know how football,
offsides?
you know how NFL has been changing the rules. You think soccer as a whole is going to ever change the rules, or are they
So-
stubborn?
That's funny that you bring offsides up.
It's a
They're
big
actually
topic.
changing the offsides rule.
Oh, okay.
So they're not getting rid of it. They're honestly making it easier. So the offsides rule, in basic terms, is if you're behind the last defender or the last player on the other team before the goalkeeper, if any part of you is past them, you're offside.
Even a finger.
Wave a finger, a toenail. That if that ball is played to you,
What if you have long
that
toenails?
sucks.
Clip them.
Flip them.
Clip them.
But
Clip
now the new rule I think they're using in the World Cup this year is all of you has to be past the defender to be offside. So now it's no longer a part of you has to be. If all of you is past the defender, you're,
So you
you're
could.
offside.
So now
So
we're
you
going to
can
see
drag-
people.
people
with
are gonna be dragging
They're gonna
their
have a
arms
hand
and
behind
stuff
them.
like that.
Yeah, people are going to be standing sideways.
And that's on the last touch.
So with the arms, the arms don't count in offsides.
Oh,
So it's
your torso.
It's sleeve down.
Your torso.
Sleeve down is considered the arm, and so anything except sleeve down is an
So
offside.
your jersey basically has to
Correct.
be your whole jersey.
But all your legs.
Yes, your entire leg, anything that you can play the ball with.
Okay.
You know
okay.
what's funny about that is because out of bounds, the ball has to be completely out of the bounds. But if even a centimeter of the ball is still on that line, that's in. And so they're kind of making that the same rule for offsides now,
Correct.
which is basically
But
the same idea. Instead of the ball, it's the
It's
person.
you, yeah.
Isn't it
interesting.
true? You might be able to answer this. Isn't it true that the ref is technically part of the field?
No,
Like if you bounce the ball off the ref and it goes in the goal, it's a goal.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's not true.
No.
Okay, that was
so
fake.
if the ball, in football, like American football, if you hit the ref, that's your fault. That's the ref. That's part of the field. Sucks to suck.
Right.
Yeah.
In soccer, if the ball hits the ref will blow the whistle, and it's a drop ball for that team that had the ball.
Really?
Yes.
And then it's like a courtesy because the other team, as long as it was clearly their ball, they'll be
correct.
like, all right. there.
Now, if it was kind of, like 50-50, it'll be a 50-50 neutral, like a drop ball.
But if you kick the ball, it hits the ref in the head, bounces into the goal. They wouldn't count that?
No, because as soon as it strikes the ref, dead ball.
Interesting. When are we going to get rid of refs?
Well, I was
AI.
actually going to ask.
Get
I was
AI
going to
refs.
ask that. Do you think they'll ever go to AI referees. And here's why I ask. Because there's a lot of calls that aren't seen by the ref, so they're not called. But if you have AI who's watching everything at the same time, I think you might have a problem where if you had an AI ref based on with cameras, it would be calling things constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not really new. So it's VAR, video assistant refereeing,
Yep.
which is already
That's already a thing.
Right.
Oh, so this is already
it's still humans. So it's basically
they're virtually.
So you have the on-field refs that call everything. Now, if something is missed, these referees that are in a video booth are looking at it and they're talking in the earpieces and they're saying, "Hey, I think you should stop the game." So especially for penalties, potential handballs, offsides, they'll look at those and tell the ref on the field, "Hey, you should stop. Let's go to the monitor and review it."
So that's what the earpiece is that he's got.
Yeah, they're always talking to each other.
Yeah.
And so VAR will only step in if there's a clear and obvious error.
Okay.
So if the ref doesn't notice a handball, right, he doesn't call it, but it's completely obvious, it wasn't any sort of
They just happen to miss it.
correct. They will call it on the monitor and they'll say, "Hey, you should go visit this." And then the ref that was on the field will then take another look at
Because it's still his responsibility to control the game.
correct.
Okay.
So
they're just
I
getting
wanted to
some
bring
help.
I wanted to bring this up specifically on this topic. So have you heard of Diego Maradona?
The hand of God.
The hand of God goal. So he jumps in the air. This is a World Cup game. He jumps in the air and he puts his, you can look up a picture he's Googling, but he puts his hand up and he basically hits the ball into the goal with his hand. And the ref didn't catch it, and it was counted as a goal.
So back then, so if nowadays it happened, VAR would look at
Would
it
catch that.
and would go, "No goal." Free kick.
But back then, it was the ref was the dictator.
And if he misses it, he misses it.
When
I've
was that? What year was that?
The 80s. It's
Probably
like
the
80s.
86.
And they ended up winning, so it was
That
a big
Brazil?
controversy. Argentina.
Argentina.
Argentina versus, I don't know who they're playing.
So I was talking to somebody about this. A lot of people say, well, soccer, everyone's always pretending to get hurt and exaggerating.
Oh,
and I had to
dude.
say this. I had to say, listen, here's the difference. In soccer, the ref, for all intents and purposes, and maybe VAR is helping with this, but he's essentially a dictator. So what he sees is what happened. There's not a whole lot of, he has his linemen, but for the most part, like if he perceives this to be a foul, then he's going to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so that incentivizes you to really exaggerate it, And you see it sometimes in American football, in other sports, basketball. You see it a
Sure.
little bit, but in soccer, it's actually like become a part of the skill is to be able to
Play it off.
to show the foul good because then you're going to get more calls, which helps your team. So soccer kind of in accidentally incentivized that what you see. Because people are like, oh, they're such wussies, They're like, oh, they hold their leg. It's like, no, that's part of the game.
Yeah.
You're trying to play it off,
And I mean, there are punishments if the ref thinks you are diving. It's called simulation. You can get a yellow card for it.
Really? But did they call that? I've never seen that called.
It's
It happens
called.
sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes it's like if it's egregious, ref's like, enough of that. Enough
Yeah.
of that. Give it a
What
yellow.
really happens when you even get a yellow card?
So-
is it just a slap on the wrist
It's
or
a caution.
what?
It's a
It
caution.
really is, but it's a big caution because if you get a
Two
second
yellow
one,
cards is a red card.
Okay, red cards, you're out for the
Right.
game.
there's nothing else like that in any other sport.
You're out for the game. Your team plays one man down the whole rest of the game.
It could
Literally-
be minute 1.
Correct.
Yeah, and your whole team is down a man the whole game.
And then can you
You're
come back the
basic-
next game?
Sometimes
No.
they'll
What if
do
it's in the
sometimes
91st
they'll do
minute?
multi-game.
So red cards are always at least a 1-game suspension. Now, if it's like a dangerous foul or if it's like fighting, the suspension is more.
Okay.
But
See,
it depends on what you gotta-
contrast
Yeah,
that with, contrast that with hockey. People straight getting in fist fights,
Dude.
and they're like,
2
sit in the
minutes in
box
the corner.
for 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2
and then-
minutes.
and that guy's sitting in there just
Or
like gritting
4
his
minutes
teeth,
for
and you're
roughing.
like, here he comes. He's gonna come punch me again.
Yeah.
Dude.
So, one of the biggest qualms you could say that I
Hit the
have
quam.
with soccer is, dude,
Hit the
stoppage time.
quam. Yeah,
It's made up.
So
It's totally made up.
kind of.
So no. It's
Prove me
not-
wrong.
Okay, so stoppage time, letter of the law, is so the clock in soccer's always rolling.
Right.
It doesn't stop.
No timeouts.
So when the game is stopped, that's when stoppage time is added together.
Right.
So when people are on the ground and like the medical team is looking at them, every minute that they're on the ground is another minute of stoppage time. So if you see players who are on the ground and they're on the ground for 5 minutes, it's gonna be 5 more minutes of stoppage time.
Or streakers.
Yeah.
Which is big in football.
Huge in soccer.
Soccer. Football.
Well, football.
I'm trying to stay up with the times.
yeah,
Football.
it's football.
So I wonder how accurate that is because I don't buy it.
I think it's ballpark.
As close to
it's
as-
ballpark.
Yeah,
It's
it's kind of ballpark.
ballpark.
It's like, hey,
See,
we're
that's
kind
where
of- we're
AI.
kind of 5 minutes.
See,
down.
AI
It's
could.
at 7 minutes of stoppage time.
What's
See.
the most stoppage time you've seen
30 minutes.
for one half?
Wait.
30
another-
minutes.
It was something ridiculous.
That's wild. So they're out there playing 45 minutes. They get a 30-minute break at some point or accumulation of 30 minutes and play another 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild, dude.
The longest stoppage time in a major professional soccer game was 28 minutes, which is a lot.
I've seen 30 on like a high school game.
And they're like, you guys were laying on the ground, rolling around.
You guys suck.
You guys get up and stop
Dude.
being a bunch of wusses.
That's wild.
There was one recently. It was in the Premier League, the English Premier League. It was, I forget who it was. It was Liverpool and Sunderland. It was like 11 minutes of stoppage time,
Dude.
and they played for like 14 more minutes.
So on the European stuff, I'm not up on it. Tell us why you like Arsenal.
So I'm an Arsenal fan just from like so the English Premier League is arguably the best league in the world. It's the most easily accessible to watch, especially in the U.S.
And it's better than any other league?
It is the most aggressive league.
Okay.
It's the most fun to watch, and it's got the most history behind it.
Can you
Okay.
give me a football team comparison so that I can...
Okay, so
Like,
Arsenal,
if it was the NFL, who would Arsenal be?
so Arsenal would be like the Bills right now, a very good team,
Just can't
they've
get
never-
to the
never
ship.
gets over the line.
Oh, the Bills is a great example. They've been to the Super Bowl like 4 times.
Yeah,
And they've
and
never gotten it
Arsenal's
done.
been second for the past 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, that's exactly what the
They're
Bills
the
were.
Bills.
Yeah,
That's a great
they
comparison.
They went
But
3
see,
times in a row, lost all 3.
That was so fast to like get my head wrapped around Arsenal.
Um,
Who's the Jaguars of the
they got relegated.
No, well, Trevor Lawrence throwing
Dude, we're
5 touchdowns. this
Trevor's
He's
weekend.
Messi, dude.
Trevor
He's
looks good, right?
Messi. Isn't he Messi?
Like with an
I.
I or a Y because
Both.
yeah.
He's Messi and he's Messi.
He's Messi with a Y everyone except the
Ronaldo is
Yeah.
Ronaldo is obviously Patrick Mahomes.
Jets. Torn ACL.
So I went to a friendly back in 2008.
A friendly.
A friendly in Seattle, and it was Canada.
The whole country?
It was international friendly in Seattle. Canada versus Brazil, and it was 4-3, and it was so much fun. And
Who won? Canada didn't win.
no, Brazil won.
Canada's never won.
But that was, you think about 2008. This is like Brazil's good, right? But they
Brazil.
rested all their good players because I forget when the World Cup was around that time. I'd have to do math, but it was all the young guys, and a couple of them went on to be pretty good. It's not Ronaldinho, but there's like no L.
Ronaldinho. Ronald McDonald.
Ronaldo.
Ronald McDonald.
It ends with a H-O. I forget. He played-
Ronaldo?
something like that.
Ronaldo?
Well, so with the friendlies, so you have the squad that goes in the World Cup. You put out the best squad that you possibly can for your country.
Right.
Friendlies are a way for the players who are kind of out of that World Cup squad to get into that World Cup squad.
Right.
Is
Gives
there a
younger
rule-
players some playing time, opportunity to show who they are. Yeah.
Is there a rule about the World Cup where you have to be like born in that country or a citizen
Oh,
of
yeah,
that
that's
country?
You have to be a citizen of the country. We have to have citizenship either by birth or through your parents.
Oh, but can't be like given to you by the country.
No.
Because then couldn't you
They
just
can't
stack
buy
the
it?
deck?
No. So okay. So let's put Messi to example. Messi's born in Rosario, Argentina.
Yeah.
He's spent most of his life in Barcelona, Spain. He could have played for the Spanish national team.
Because he lived there long enough?
Because he had citizenship, naturalized citizenship.
Okay, naturalized citizen. Okay.
So
So Saudi Arabia can't be like, here's a citizen, here's a citizen, here's a citizen,
Yeah.
and like build a stack of team.
no, yeah, you have to have some sort of citizenship
That's
not
legitimate.
that's
And
legitimate.
FIFA's basically are they the ones that oversee that?
Yeah, they kind of decide, hey, you can play for this country, this country. You see a lot nowadays of certain players changing nationalities. Like you have players
Sketchy ones?
No, it's just they don't get into the squad of this certain team.
That you expect them to.
Yeah, so there was I forget what his name is. He played for West Ham, Mikel Antonio. So he's an English-born player.
Mm-hmm.
His parents are Jamaican. He plays now for the Jamaican national team because he really couldn't get into the squad of the England squad.
Oh, I
'Cause
see.
Probably because he wasn't good enough.
So
on
it's
one
like
good
team.
enough to make the England
it's like
squad.
college. It's like college where like
Yeah.
you have your school you want to go to, but you can't make it, so you end up at another school.
He entered the transfer portal.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, that's crazy.
and
So
they
you would
have
think we-
plenty of time to figure it out.
But you would think
You
that would
kinda
give us a
know.
huge advantage because we have a large pool of citizens.
Yep. So we have
One of the largest.
We have players who could have played for other national teams. Gio Reyna on the U.S. national team could have played for Germany
Right.
because he lived in Germany for so long.
Right.
You have
Oh, so maybe we get robbed from.
players like a Folarin Balogun who played for Arsenal. He's English,
Mm-hmm.
but he plays for the U.S. national team.
Scandal.
So, and he's one of our top scorers.
See, why is China not good? They have the most people. India and China should have the best soccer team.
Because they're too busy making basketball players.
Are they China? Oh yeah, China has that one basketball player.
Yao Ming.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, that guy looks like a demogorgon.
Jeremy Lin.
Stranger
and
Things.
Jeremy Lin. He
Yeah.
was what was his nickname?
Lynn Sanity.
Lin-
Linsanity, dude.
Did
Yeah.
you guys see?
He was wild for a
Did
while.
you see the new
He was good.
Alien movie?
No.
Okay, well, spoiler alert.
Romulus?
No, it's like the new one that just came out.
Is Jeremy Lin the protagonist of the movie?
No, but this is reminding me of this. In that movie, there's this like Russian basketball player, and the guy is so tall. He's like 8 feet something tall, and they made him this like alien in the movie. And when you see the behind the scenes, they didn't do a lot. Like they basically
Is that one of the
just-
guys who plays for Florida right now? UF?
I don't know, but you would know him. Like you can't miss him. He's absolutely absurdly
I think
tall.
you're talking about
It's
Oliver Rowe or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like 7'8" or
Victor
Yeah.
something
Wembanyama.
ridiculous.
All right,
yeah,
well,
Wemby's huge.
one last question on the future of soccer. So, do you think that they'll ever switch up the turf setup? What I mean by that is, do you think they would ever change where you can have like a sand soccer field or a clay soccer field? You know what I'm saying?
So
Some
Where
sort
you
of different
slightly
surface.
change it. Yeah, different surfaces. Because right now I think it's just turf or grass.
Yep. So they do beach soccer,
Is that like an
It's-
official sanctioned soccer? Oh.
but it's completely separate to like normal grass soccer.
Smaller field.
Yeah, smaller field, no shoes. They just play. It's like just playing on
Yeah.
the beach. And it's pretty entertaining because they're all super athletic. There's popping bicycle kicks out like it's nothing.
Oh, because they're landing on sand. So
yeah,
they're not gonna get hurt.
but you'll never. I don't think we'll ever see something where it's like where they're playing professional games in the World Cup on sand or clay. Like they'll have futsal world championships, which is on like courts,
Okay.
which is like indoor soccer.
Ah,
You have
Indoor soccer's
the
fun.
Beach World Cup, which is a different thing. But the main World Cup you'll never see on anything but turf or grass.
Okay.
And it depends on what stadium they're in because a lot of the stadiums in the U.S. are either or.
Right.
I just hope they bring mob football back. That's all I want.
Bring
That'd be
mob football
sweet.
back.
Mob football.
That's almost like Thanksgiving football.
Dude, it's just like the whole town.
We're making a team.
Yeah,
In
let's start it.
Jacksonville,
We're gonna challenge.
beat up everybody in the country.
Just go beat
Dude.
up. Yes, Jacksonville, and we challenge other cities until someone comes here. and tries
Orlando,
to
we're coming
beat
for you
us.
next.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
let's
coming.
Mob football
Mob
imperialism.
football.
We
Mob
win
football.
your
I
That's
think
town.
the
we
future of soccer.
actually like clobber Orlando.
Oh,
all of our
Jacksonville's
rednecks.
I think we would beat.
I think Clay
anybody.
County could take on Orlando.
You think
Probably.
maybe we do imperialism, where if we win, we just take over the city.
Yeah, we just.
Yeah, there you go.
We just our city council just takes
That's
over.
pretty much how soccer is. If you don't win, you get relegated. Dude.
Yeah,
you got to
straight
go
up.
back
They're
down.
like, well, get out of here.
That's one of my favorite things in sports is teams getting relegated. Imagine if we had that in
In the NFL.
in the U.S. in any of our
You
sports.
suck so bad.
We're
You're-
sending you down.
Well, you wouldn't have the Browns. You wouldn't have the Panthers. You might not have the
Well, I mean, they
Jaguars.
can earn their way back up.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
they
so-
they can go up and down, right?
Yeah,
You know what
so
it does
how-
though? It ruins the Cinderella story.
Yeah.
Because look how bad we were last year.
No,
We-
because one team goes down, one team comes up, and then if that guy
that's
is
true.
your Cinderella.
So you do have the Cinderella story.
Yeah.
So you have, and especially when it comes to relegation, is in the Premier League, the bottom 3 teams of that season go down. Now then you have the EFL, which is the English Football League, which is the second tier of English football. Their top 3 teams go up into the Premier League. And it's it's a constant up and down. Some teams will go up and down and up and down.
is it just? Can you go down like twice?
Yes, you have to be bad.
You have to be
There
really
are
bad.
4 tiers of professional English football.
Okay.
It's Premier League, EFL, League 1, League 2, and then it's the non-leagues. We're not like it's like semi-pro.
Wait, I thought it
Right.
was Champions League.
It's like
or
rec
something.
soccer.
So Champions League is UEFA's. It's the best teams in Europe playing against each other.
So
it's not. It's the best teams in all of Europe. So all the leagues, the English, German, Portuguese, French, Spanish.
Champions League.
Champions League is this weekend. No, next week. Arsenal plays. I don't know who they play.
Well, so you heard it here first. The U.S. is going to win the World Cup.
World Cup
You heard it here first.
next year.
next
Next
year.
year. It's our
We're
year.
in a good group. We better make it out.
Go
Maybe
USA.
this year, depending on when this episode comes
Go
out.
USA. Go USA.
USA.
All right. Well, this has been great. Thanks for coming out, dude.
Thanks for
That's
inviting
great.
me,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey,
Appreciate you, bro.
shoot,
That
let's
was
go.
fun.
Let's go
Soccer.
Go soccer.
Go soccer. Go.
Boot.
Das Booten Glauben.
Appreciate you guys.
Leben. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging.
Tuning in, subscribing,
And,
hit that like, all
hit
the
the
things.
like. Hit the. Tanner, you got something to say? Are we gonna do an impression?
Do I need to?
Maybe we should.
Do I need to bring one in?
We might need. Let's do an impression
kind of
before we go
impression are
off.
you looking
before we
for?
go off the air. I'm thinking. Oh, let's do. I got one. Okay, you're Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
This is not where I was going.
Wait, where were you going?
Can I do this one?
Okay, you
All
do
right.
this.
Let's stick
You're
with
d-
soccer.
You're doing Winnie the
No,
Pooh?
no.
Well, I couldn't
I
think
can
of
do
it.
one. I
I'm
can do
setting
Winnie
the
the Pooh.
scene. Yeah, it doesn't fit the soccer, I think. All
I
right.
think it does. but
You're
go ahead.
an Englishman who just got
Okay.
a penalty called on you, and it was the wackest thing that's ever happened.
And the ref is Winnie the Pooh. You play both parts.
and you are fighting with the ref, telling
Yeah, and the
him
ref
that
is
it
Winnie
wasn't
the
a
Pooh.
foul.
Okay.
We now cut back to the game live after that penalty. Let's see what they're saying down on the field.
Can you not see right here that I've got my leg absolutely sawed in half, and you did not give him a yellow card, but here you are. Do you even do your job at all? Well, I gotta hear myself. What you say is, I was over here eating a pot of honey, and I got a little bit distracted. And so that's it.
Oh my gosh, that was good.
Oh, how about Tigger, dude? Leopard.
It's
The wonderful thing about Tigger is that Tigger's a wonderful thing.
oh my
The
god.
tops are made out of rubber, the bottoms are made out of
I don't know how you do it,
Dude, Tigger would be a great soccer player because he's got that.
Oh,
back.
Have
yeah.
you seen
He's pretty much got
Christopher
3
Robin?
legs.
Christopher Robin.
Christopher
He's a
Robin.
great goalie.
He would be a
anywhere?
great goalie.
He'd be boinging, dude. Boing.
Tigger would be. Should we cast? Should we cast the Winnie the Pooh cast as soccer players?
Dude, what about that video of, was it Messi or Ronaldo? And it was a goalie that was like, not AI, but like machine.
Yeah. Oh, and it goes like this.
And it blocks every single one of the goals.
Yes. Yes.
Wasn't that wild?
That's
Dude,
not
Dude
real,
Perfect.
though. That's
Dude Perfect
real.
did a
It was-
video.
It might have been the Dude
Yeah.
Perfect video that I
Yeah.
saw. That was so crazy. Blocked
Yeah.
every single one of his goals. He's like, oh, this is going to be easy. Was it? It wasn't Messi. I think it was Ronaldo.
What, did you just use cameras? It just used cameras and just.
I don't know.
Censor-
I don't
censors
think
where
Dude
the ball
Perfect
is.
did one with
It was somebody.
them. Maybe.
Robot soccer.
But
That's
that was
what I want
wild.
to see. I want to see robot
Yeah.
soccer. All right,
Yeah.
y'all. Appreciate it. Like,
Appreciate y'all.
subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Yep. Where we going with
this?
this?
Where
Where we
we-
going with
Where
this?
Where we going with this? Where we going with this? Where we going with this? Where we going with this? Where we going with this? Where we going Show up,